people that start their own business.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like I got to see like the dark moments. Hopefully
sure.
that don't sound bad. Like, was there any time where like you had any doubt or anything, or just like, can we really do this? Like,
I feel like there's always a dark time, but dark times don't last long, especially with the business partners that I have. They're very motivational. You know, we're definitely there for each other. So, yeah, tough times never last, and I'm just so thankful for my two business partners, Brent Odom and Lloyd. You know, so we always are there for each other. So, I would say if you do want to get into business, especially with people, just do it with the right people, have the right plan, and just expect that those dark times are going to come. It's just up to you to prevail and, you know, put yourself in the light.
All right, what's up, everybody? This is Drew from I was about to say my old podcast, the Blunt Views Podcast. And now you're listening to One-on-One with Drew. This is a brand new segment I'm doing. Just giving out one-on-one interviews with different variety of people, business owners, athletes, people in the community. And today I'm in Indianapolis, Indiana. Person that's joining me today is a very special guest to me. Successful entrepreneur who has been striving through her business right now. Her ideas and hard work have not only made a respected figure in her city, but also an inspiration to me as well. Just want to introduce one of three people of Skyline Joints Alexus.
Oh, thank you. That was so nice.
Oh,
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Sometimes people don't notice the hard work. So
definitely.
I definitely appreciate that, Drew. And thank you so much for having me.
Oh, no, I definitely appreciate it. Like, this was supposed to happen a while ago.
It was.
Yeah.
It was. But, you know.
Like I was telling somebody the other day, I was like, I just randomly met her in Detroit, and I've been following her for years on social media.
It's been a long time.
How you doing, first
I'm doing well. I can't complain at all. I can't complain. Like I said, I'm glad you're here. Glad to be talking to you. I'm sure it's going to be a really, really good conversation today.
It's really dope. Well, you already checked me this morning on the name, so I want everybody to know
one
that.
thing about it.
It's Alexis.
It is Alexis, yes.
So, also, let's plug in your information real quick.
I might say it could be confusing because my name on all socials is I Bet You Want Alexis. So sometimes people think that my name is just Lexus, like the car, but no, it is actually Alexis. But it's always easy to just call me Lex.
So, pretty much like I said, brought you in. Seen you had a lot of different things going on, but one is a Skyline Joints. So, just explain that to people what Skyline Joints is.
Yes. One of my many ventures is Skyline Joints. It was something that I really honestly just manifested. I saw another black girl who had a line of papers online, and she showed pretty much how papers can burn slow. So I'm like, dang, this is something that I've really been wanting for not only for myself, but for other people, because I'm very much a big advocate of like my friends, like they don't need to be smoking blunts. And they always say, oh, we smoke blunts because they last longer. So I always just wanted to find a paper that just, burns slow. And she was just an inspiration. I wish I knew what her Twitter handle was, but I saw it and then I tweeted. I was like, I should have my own line of papers. And I just got so much great feedback that it really motivated me to just go ahead and do my own line of papers. So I just did the research. And then once I tweeted about it, one of my current business partners now reached out to me and was like, me and my homeboy, like, we've been talking about this on the low. Like, we would love to have you, be with us and make it, like a joint effort. Come to find out, the gentleman that he's talking about, I've been knowing since I was in the 6th grade.
Oh, wow.
They ended up going to college together. So it was just really organic. It was a whole organic feeling. And I was like, well, the first thing we got to do is we got to find a name. So I was going back and forth trying to figure out a name, and it just came to me, and I told them about it, and it just really went up from there. We got the paperwork as far as like the LLC and the trademarking here in Indiana. And once we started that, I just went on a research and tried to find a good production company to produce our papers. And once I found out, a good place and it was a good number, it was something that we could all afford coming together, once that happened, was in production, and once we were able to like really get them in our hands and do our first pop up, it's really just been it's been good. I can't complain on our end.
Where did y'all come up with the name? Oh, where do y'all come up with the name?
I just really thought about it. I'm like, man, like I kept thinking sky, and blue is my favorite color. Okay. So I kept thinking sky, and I kept thinking blue, and I was like, what can I do to like bring this all together in one? I was like, the Skyline. I'm like, yo, that'd be dope to like have our logo as a skyline. It just makes the most sense, sense. So, yeah, I was like, I think it looks really, really fly. I think it would be a good marketing thing to do, because like now we're, not to jump the gun, but we have a new skyline, the LA skyline, on our new venture. So that's kind of sort of what we've been wanting to do. We want to hit every single major city as much as possible, and just make a new part of Skyline, because it's all about elevating. So we're working with someone now. We got a new skyline. The LA skyline is going to be on our new product. So that's just where we are right now. We're trying to elevate. We have some new accessories coming out. So we have a new grinder, a new lighter, which is like a sleeve. It's like a sleeve.
I think I've seen that.
Yeah,
gold
so it's
grinder?
like, yep. Okay. So it's like all gold. It's called the Scarface set. It gives me like Scarface. Like, so I was like, well, let's just name it that. And it's a gold ashtray. It's a gold grinder, and it's a gold lighter sleeve. So like, it's actually a sleeve. It only goes for Bics though. So like, you can always swap it out and keep the sleeve forever. So it's just something that's tangible that you can always have. It's like a collector's item. Okay. So yeah, I'm really, really excited. We just introduced our new cones too. So at first we had like a brown hemp, but now they are actually blue cones. So just all new packaging. We got a new manufacturer. They're doing our new booklets now. So we were just getting certain feedback, because a lot of people like to roll their own papers. So now we were getting that type of feedback from customers, like, when are y'all gonna get the rolling papers out? It's something that we were wanting to do anyway, that we talked about, but we wanted to start with cones because it's just easier to use. It's easier to transition. So right now we have the booklets coming out, and then we have the Scarface set coming out. Definitely going to try to get a pop-up going before the summer ends as well.
Would that be here in the city, or
it'll
would that
be here?
In Detroit?
It'll be here in Indy. Okay. I want to have one in Cali as well, because like I said, it is the Cali skyline. So working on doing 2 pop-ups this year, before the end of the year, for sure.
So one big thing with me, like, just when I know people then start their own business, it's kind of like I got to see like the dark moments. Hopefully that don't sound bad. Like, was there any time where like you had any doubt or anything, or just like, can we really do this? Like, we talking, is this just talk? Because a lot of people around here, they just be like, oh yeah, I'm starting my own business, so and then you don't hear nothing else in the near future. So was there any dark times? There was.
I mean, I feel like there's always a dark time, but dark times don't last long, especially with the business partners that I have. They're very motivational. We're definitely there for each other. So even if we do have like a lapse of darkness, one of us will definitely pull us out to the light, and we figure it out. So it usually doesn't last long. I know like we had a couple hiccups, and they all were just things that we weren't in control of. A lot of them was like the manufacturers. So we were just like waiting on the cones, things like that. And, just the jitters of doing your first pop-up and seeing how everything would go. So, of course, we always had those feelings. But, again, tough times never last. And I'm just so thankful for my 2 business partners, Brent Odom and Lloyd, So, we always are always there for each other. So, I would say if you do want to get into business, especially with people, just do it with the right people, had the right plan. And just expect that those dark times are going to come. It's just up to you to prevail and, pull yourself in the light.
Like I tell people, yeah, you're definitely right. I've had a lot of hard times. I've been podcasting about 5 years now. And, like, I'm at a point now even where I had to change my name of everything. Yeah. So starting over ain't too bad. It's just how you really go along with it. Now I got a whole team with me.
Yep.
Shout out to Kaida Nation.
Yes.
And now we on the move. Like, obviously, I'm here doing one-on-one segments now, so that's
and it happens. It happens, and you gotta go through that to realize it. So yeah, I'm so excited to be here, and yeah, what else you got for me?
I got so I think I might ask this already, but like, what's the future plans? Like just this summer, really.
This summer, like I said, we're gonna try to do a pop-up. The ashtrays, like the Scarface set is done. We have everything. We're actually gonna be doing a flash sale soon, collabing with someone here in the city. Just to I wouldn't say get rid of, but we do still have some inventory on hand, so we definitely want those in individuals' hands. So we're gonna have a flash sale soon, and then the Scarface sets will go, and then like I said, the booklets will be coming. Try to do 2 pop-ups, and yeah, it's gonna be a busy summer. Okay. I'm very excited about it. Definitely wanting to collab with more, any individuals in the industry. The individual that we're collabing with now just did our Scarface sets, and we're collabing with the booklets. He goes by the name of Paris, and really, really excited to work with him. He's really, really a dope creative, and like I said, hopefully more people hear this interview and reach out and want to collab.
No, for sure.
Because that's all what we're into. I'm trying to deep dive and get a little bit more in the industry. We do have our cones in a dispensary now in Maryland, which is so dope. It's so dope. I want to do more of that as well. So if you own a smoke shop, hit me up.
You definitely tap in with Fort Wayne.
Yeah, like that's gonna be my next thing. I want them to sell themselves at this point. Like, I think me and my guys, we put in a lot of the groundwork and have done a lot of shipping, that I'm at the point right now where we just need to go into these smoke shops, sell them in bulk, so that it's accessible to people, instead of people having to actually go online and order it. So like, just like with your raw papers, y'all can just go to the gas station and do that. Y'all don't have to order them. So that's the next step in our process, is for us to do less work and for it to be more accessible to individuals to just go pick it up after work.
One thing I'm gonna tell people, I will be leaving the information of where you can get all the Skyline Joints information, and also one of my things is the grinders.
Yes.
So I bought one for you when we was in Detroit.
Yes.
I still got it. I've still used it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not even gassing it because it's you, but I love this grinder.
Listen, it's one of the best grinders, especially for it to be like one of the first grinder products that we have. I'm going to tag the individuals that did our new grinders. I'm going to send that information to you too, that did our new grinders and our old grinders. Our old grinders are going to be a part of the flash sale, so you already hear about the grinders now. They will be a part of the flash sale. But yes, still have mine. I'm glad that you enjoy it. It's really good for people who like to break down weed, like a lot of it at once.
I've had other grinders where I'm just like, man, all right, it's not break it down like I want to.
It's easy to clean too. So it's so easy to clean.
I kind of messed it up a little bit because I put it in the dryer one day. Not the dryer.
Was it on accident?
No, not the dryer. Kitchen. I'm trying to think. Washer or whatever.
Okay.
Y'all get what I'm saying.
Yes,
hopefully.
Dishwasher.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Struggling right there.
Yes.
But I ended up like in a melt just a little bit. I was like, I saved it at the right time, and it could still twist and whatnot.
Yeah.
So thank God.
Yeah. So honestly, if you do, like, just for future references, baking soda and vinegar, put it in a bag or like in a container, and put your grinder in there and let it soak for like an hour, and then just wash it off.
I wish I would have heard that a long time. Yeah, so now I got to buy a new grinder. How everybody listen to me right now.
The flash sale is happening, so it'll be the perfect time to replace this one for sure.
So besides with Skyline Joints, one thing I noticed about you over the years was your R&B playlist over the years. You do, well, I'll say you invented it. No rap on Sundays. So let's just even talk about that. Like, how did you even get to that?
I mean, honestly, I am such a blessed individual because everything that does come to me, I manifest it, and it's just so organic. And No Rap on Sundays was another situation for me where it just really fell into my lap. I started tweeting the hashtag and making a playlist in 2015.
Oh wow!
On Twitter, it's been a minute. And it just got to the point where I just would tweet and talk about it every Sunday, do a hashtag, ask people what they were listening to. And once I got enough engagement, I'm like, okay, I can really do this. And then I went to my first R&B party, like all R&B party. It may have been like 2016, 2017. I was so excited to go. And it was whack, y'all. I was so disappointed. Man. I was so disappointed. And I was like, I can do this. Like, I can create something that I know people will enjoy and that I will enjoy. So it took me a while. But like I said, with the friends that I have that continue to keep me motivated, I was able to have my first party in 2021. Was it 2021?
I know it was after COVID, so I know.
Yes, so I think it was 2021. I was able to have my first party. And, ever since then, it's been really successful. I've had a total of 6. They usually only happen in the summer. I like to go out when it's warm.
No, same here. No.
So, but I think I might be changing that soon because I can't have one this month or next month because I'm just so busy. Because I have so many other things to do. So the next one probably won't be till August. I did have one in April for my 30th birthday. But I'm thinking about moving some of them into the winter and fall seasons. It's kind of hard to curate events here, especially being a woman. I hate to pull the woman card, but it's not too many women out here creating and curating events. So I'm definitely joining a men's club, and a lot of the men kind of sort of take over, and that's great for them. And I'm not here to cry or anything like that, but I just want to do it right. So right now I am looking for a new place to hold the event because, again, I'm all about elevating. So I want this next quarter or portion or year for No Rap on Sundays to be better and different than it was last year. So right now that's what my focus is trying to find a new space. I'm probably going to switch out the DJs because I want it to be I wouldn't say female oriented, but I do want to shine more light onto DJs that happen to be females because again, it's another male dominated industry, and I have a lot of girls who are just so great at DJing that I think a lot of people just need to see who they are. Okay.
So speaking of the DJs, I know you manage a lot of DJs.
Yes.
How'd y'all even come in and just also speak on the roster you have?
Right. So actually, it's so weird. I wouldn't say that I manage a DJ. So how that came about, again, just organically fell in my lap. One of my friends hit me up from high school and was like, "Do you know a DJ?"
That's how it usually go.
Yes. Like, do you know a DJ? It was remember when Cardi B had a concert here?
In
Indy.
I missed
so
it.
They were like, Cardi B needs a DJ. Do you know a DJ? And I'm like, whoa, this is a lot. So I'm like, yeah, I know a DJ. And I reached out to my homie GB. He goes by DJ GB.
Okay.
I reached out to him. I'm like, I got this gig. It's with Cardi. Here's the info. Reach out to them as soon as possible because I think like her DJ had got sick or something like that. Whatever. He hit him up. They hit him back. He got everything set up. Backstage passes. Ready to do it. And then someone had brought a gun inside of Gamebridge and it had to be rescheduled. So it sucked that
one person.
Yeah, so it sucks that happened. And of course, when it got rescheduled, her DJ was back going. So he didn't actually get to play the gig, but he was like, "You got me so far in the door. Will you be my manager?" I'm like, "What? Like, this is not what I signed up for. This is not what I signed up." I was like, "What do you mean? I don't even know the first thing about managing a DJ." He was like, "I don't care." He was like, "If these type of things continue to fall in your lap, I want to be the first person you call when these things happen." So that's what I did. And like I said, I just started to do the No Rap on Sundays, and he was going to be pretty much my DJ along with a female DJ, and then yeah. So right now, GB is in his producer bag, so there's not really much for me to manage with him. It was always just real light, nothing in depth. And the same thing with my friends. They've been in the game for so long they don't need a manager. But I think it's just good I just respect everything when it comes to the DJ. Like, for you to be up there for 4 hours playing in front of a crowd, who knows if like they gonna fuck with you? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? So I just respect it. I don't think a lot of people give DJs their just due, especially the women in the industry. So that's another reason why I created a party was to give, the DJs the respect that they deserve. So yeah, it's all intertwined, really. But
I respect
anyone that I'm friends with that DJs, male and female, let me not be anything, because there's definitely males who advocate for women and things like that. But yeah, if you see me posting a flyer or anything like that, know that it's my friend. Please go pull up on them. They're definitely gonna, give you a show and show you a good time. So yeah, I wouldn't say that I manage DJs, but I do know a lot of DJs. I do know a lot of great DJs, and I definitely try to use my platform to show just how great they are.
Oh, that's what's up. So before we go, I do got one question. This is a personal question for me.
Okay.
Why have you never had a podcast on your own?
Oh my goodness.
Now, that's my biggest thing. I was like, man, she is always active on Twitter or just social media in general. Like, how does she not have her own podcast?
This is not the first time anyone has asked me this. I have been asked on so many podcasts to be a guest on, to help host, and I'm sure you know this scenario. If I do have one, it would be just me.
No, it needs to be.
Because I have enough personality to make the show go. I don't need any extra hands. No tea, no shade to anyone that has asked me previously.
I was gonna put the gunshot off.
No shade, no tea. And I think anyone that has asked me, we realize that, like, we could do this on our own. We don't have to come together, even though it's easier. But things especially with podcasts, you got to have the time. You got to be consistent, and you really got to pump things out consistently, or you just will not have a following. Right. I have 3 businesses going right now. I just do not have time for a podcast. I just do not. I wish I did, but that is the honest to God truth. I just do not have the time to do it how I want to do it and to actually execute. And, maybe one day, maybe when I can leave my 9 to 5 and just be a full-time entrepreneur,
I respect that.
Which I'm praying and hoping that God is sooner than later. But yeah, it's definitely on my list of things that I want to do. I already got the name, already got the segments and everything. So it's definitely something that I want to do. I just want to do it right.
I hope that comes up sooner or later. I hope you have time to do it. Let me say
yes,
like that.
Me too. Because it's a lot of things that I want to do, but that's definitely one thing I definitely want to get a crack at. Because again, you aren't the first person to tell me that or ask me that.
That's always been a big
I'm a good guest though. Please invite me on your podcast.
I've seen you on a couple of them when you post. I'm like, man, she really taking over the room right now. This her podcast.
Yeah. And honestly, that's how it would happen when people would ask me. So I'm just like, I think it's something that I can successfully do on my own for sure. But I appreciate that.
No, I definitely appreciate you. No, but I definitely appreciate you. I appreciate you coming for this segment, the first one at that. I've done one-on-ones. I've done one-on-ones before, but this was like the first one where I got a logo and everything for it. So I definitely appreciate you. Appreciate all that you're doing right now.
Thank you so much.
Definitely a big supporter of what you're doing. Before you go, just tell everybody your social medias, and then also just plug in whoever you want to plug in.
Okay. Well, first of all, I appreciate you for letting me be the first person here, and like I said, just recognizing what I do and how I'm doing it. On everything, I bet you on Alexus, and then Skyline Joints is the Instagram, and SkylineJoints.com. Real easy. We try to keep it easy. If you do want to go purchase things, we do still have some cones left, but like I said, this third quarter is going to be so serious. So just make sure that y'all following and keeping up. And supporting Black businesses, because that's what we need to be doing anyway. Quit smoking them raws. Yeah.
I can't make no promises on that just yet. Yeah, listen. I'm
When
still,
the booklets come out, you gonna
God.
change your mind.
No, I got you. Well, this been 1-on-1 with Drew. You'll be following this on the Blunt Views Podcast network, channel. Sorry. Also, make sure to follow Kaida on all social media. That also Kaida, keep your dreams alive. Shout out to the whole team down there. And then thank you once again. This has been 1-on-1 with Drew, and I'll get with y'all later.